agent for your driveway in the wintertime.
goodness.
Spread it on your driveway. It'll all turn out great. So enjoy your breakfast, Jannelle. Just careful of your teeth.
Oh, whatever. I was going to ask you something. Damaris says, look good, Dave. I told y'all.
Thank you.
He looks so
Damaris,
handsome.
what do we, chop liver? You never say that to us.
No,
There's a reason for that.
Hello. He
I
looks,
guess so. Wow.
wow, I lost something.
What is she doing over there?
Hey, what's up,
Looking for
Adrian?
more sand.
And Kelly and Miss Anita. Kathy's on.
Hey, Kathy.
I was going to tell you guys something. I forget.
You know, at the Renew conference,
Yes.
I think Brian and I should have like a 5-minute segment of just some pointers on how to be the best possible wife. Don't you think that would be helpful?
I have an idea.
I have a
How
couple of
about-
running titles.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Jannelle. Let's hear your
No,
idea.
no, no. Let's do this, and then I got a better idea. Go ahead.
It's like I actually could bring you in on my
Yes.
mine. It's and so I picture it like this. I do the visual of the title. Picture the title on your screen. Taught by Brian and Dave, the breakout, and here it is. It would be, "What's wrong with women?"
Yes. Yes.
What's wrong with women?
How many bullet points can we have?
I mean, she's only given us 5
You
minutes.
know what's funny though? You
We're
do
gonna have
all
to move
these.
fast.
We would need 5 days.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have a lot of time. You're gonna have to listen really fast,
Yeah,
right?
we'll speed it up. Well, we're pre-recorded and
So,
speed
ladies, make sure
Sound like
to
the chipmunks.
register for the Renew Conference. Go to moodyconferences.com. I'm going to put the link below. And I have a better idea. I think me and Crystal Evans-Hurst should sit Brian and Dave down and talk to him about how men need to step it up. How you like that one?
it up. Nope, actually, we'll do a second
We
one.
don't
too.
like that idea, actually. That's not
What?
a good idea.
No, I don't like that at all. In fact, the next session we'll be doing is women don't understand humor. Women don't get humor. Maybe we could do the get instead of understand.
Yeah.
Like-
Because understand makes them sound like, they're just, just don't get it.
Right.
Wow. You are
And so-
you're like getting yourself out of the conference. No cameo, no nothing.
Really, men figure out humor at about age 13 and they never lose it again.
Yeah. The
They've
first
got-
time somebody says, "Hey, pull my finger."
Yeah.
Hey, that
They
was
don't-
funny.
They don't figure it out because my sons one time said a joke in front of me and their dad had to pull them aside and was like, "You do not say that kind of joke in front of you." And it wasn't even, it was just nasty. I was like, "Ew." And I didn't laugh and they were like, "Why?" And their dad had to teach them.
We're going to lead a Q&A with you as well, where actually you give the answers and we ask the question. The question is, why do you complain so much?
Gosh, you are annoying. Oh my
Why
goodness.
are we never good enough for you?
I think I'm going to make a whole series of the Renew Conference and just make this thing a webinar of like, relief of no Brian.
What do
So
I
you're
have
not
to do
coming.
already? That
You
could-
ain't coming. It's going to be me and the ladies. What's up, ladies?
How to actually ask for what you want. That'll be one of our instructionals.
Brian. Oh,
What is enough?
okay.
Yeah.
Deborah says, did
I like this.
the men's conference have women speakers? Thank you, Deborah.
Yeah, we had
Thank
Jannelle.
you.
Jannelle
I sure
spoke
was.
at our conference.
I did. Did
So
you
they
like
kind
it?
of owe us.
No, but I could do that. I could handle
They
men.
owe us.
Oh, please.
We
Adrian says,
need women speakers.
do you see? You needed me.
We have enough
Thank
women
you.
speaking into
What do
our
you mean by
lives.
need?
You needed my voice. Dr. Stetzer. Hello. Ed Stetzer was like, I want Jannelle on stage. Thank you. I bet you were back there. He checked you. He probably said, why are you here with Dr.
I actually don't remember any of that. So
He probably got told Jannelle's coming on stage, so he wanted to make it sound like it was his idea.
Oh, please.
yeah, she was like, if you know what's good for you, you gotta tell me to get on stage.
Nathaniel says, good morning, Brian, Jannelle, and you're going to like this, Professor Dave.
Whoa.
I have
Whoa.
term life insurance. Well, before we get to this question, we talk about Professor, and then you look so handsome. Do you know that I have to say this in front of Brian and you? Len, who does not give anybody credit, was like, yo, you could tell that Dave's in shape.
There you go, Len.
Isn't that
Len,
tight? Does
calm
that
down.
intimidate you?
No, not at all.
And you talk about his age, and you
'Cause-
talk about...
Okay.
Here's how seriously you should take that, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. That's
Len
right.
is convinced that viruses spread primarily onto wet hair outside in the cold.
No.
And the best way to prevent viruses is to wear a coat and a hat. So take that for what it's worth. Dave.
Whatever. He's smart. Y'all
Is
know
he?
him. Thank you. He says, I have term life insurance. Should I be looking into long-term life insurance? He's 42.
Well, if you have something to protect, so the whole goal of life insurance is to protect something. It's a transfer of economic risk. So if you're married and you have kids and you own a home, and perhaps your wife is a stay-at-home mom, then yes, you really should consider.
Is it too late at 42?
No,
Will it
no,
be
it's
too
not.
expensive?
It's not too expensive. And now there are certain health things that will make it more expensive. For instance, if you smoke, life insurance is expensive because they
For
know
any age,
you're
yeah.
going to die sooner.
Don't smoke or chew or go with girls that do.
That's right. There you go. If you've had cancer in the last couple of years, sometimes they won't look at you. You gotta be clear for 5 years. So there are certain health conditions that will make life
You just
insurance
move
more
it up so I
expensive,
couldn't
but
see it.
certainly it's worth a consideration.
I want to
yes.
surprise you. I'm sorry.
You are sneaky.
Dude, and she's on your team. Wow, Janet said, Jannelle really brought you to a new level on the show, Brian. I have to say the program got deeper. Nothing meant about before, but she is very valuable. Wow, Janet.
Well, she knows you're pretty needy.
Janet, I'm going to give you the link to the Renew
She's on my
conference
team. She
because
knows.
you got it. Oh, Janet, that means a lot because I wake up very early. So you just
Deep,
made
you
it
didn't say
work.
deeper. Like in what way?
Yeah.
Why are you going to hate and not be thankful? Be
Haters
like,
gonna
I'm
hate.
so glad you're here.
Haters gonna hate.
Whatever. You have a bad influence on Dave because Dave is not like that.
Oh, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt's back.
You remember what he is? What is he? Do you remember him?
He's a professor, a math
That's
professor.
right. John says, good morning. I asked the question about the 403B. Man, that's, yes, 401A and 457B. He was born in North Carolina, lived in Cleveland for
How
3
y'all
years.
doing?
But now
Y'all?
he's back in North Carolina. And no, my accent isn't as bad as Brian made it out to be. And that means he took us with him, Brian. Hashtag John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
So now, great hashtag, by the way. How can we know for sure that my accent wasn't accurate? Like, your accent doesn't show up in your typing, y'all.
Y'all, yeah, right.
I feel like you could be down there just saying I need some help with my finances.
Nathaniel, you sound awesome like Glenn is. He says he has a stay-at-home wife with 6 kids. So they
What?
Yeah.
Who does?
Awesome. Nathaniel, same question
Nathaniel.
about term life insurance.
You need like $100 million of insurance right now. So when you quantify exactly what you're dealing with, if you died right now you have term insurance, and it's only going to last for a certain term. That's why it's called term insurance. Your wife is probably
Can I say something about term
Yeah,
though?
absolutely.
Because I used to be a stay-at-home mom and I had 6 kids. It does kind of make you wonder, like, dude, this term's about to be up and we've paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like that is
That's
It
when you
almost
start
makes
going,
you want to
"Here,
kill
honey."
your husband.
exactly.
Taste this.
I'm glad you said it because
That's
I'm like,
real
what
good.
the heck? Like
We
we're
need to
not-
get some return on our money here.
Hello.
You gotta go.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, if you died and she's staying at home, she's going to get some money from the term insurance if it's still in force. But if it's not, she's going to have to remarry quickly and probably badly.
I know that's right.
Right?
And we don't want to
For
do
money.
that.
We don't want to do
Just
that.
find an old guy with lots of money and a cough, right?
Ain't no cost.
But
That's what my dad used to say.
here's what you
That's
don't want
funny.
to do. Family has to say this. This is a given. They'll say, well, we'll help out. Well,
Yeah.
they will for
Not
like
that
30 days. And then they have lives to live. They
Yeah.
have bills to pay.
And you don't want to do that to family.
You don't want to do that to family. You want to take care of your own family.
That's
and it's
right.
even scriptural to leave an inheritance to your kids. of
That's
some
right.
kind.
I believe it also says to your favorite radio station.
I haven't read that. That's probably in Proverbs 32.
Must be.
I think that got ripped out of my Bible. So, yeah, I think you do have to consider something a permanent type of insurance just to make sure that your wife is protected.
Kathy says her term is up next year. Any advice for her?
Yeah, go get insurance right now.
Okay.
Go get insurance right now.
And quit smoking before you do.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that because one of our terms, you know how you renew,
Yeah.
is about to be up, and I was about to get another term. But you're saying no, this is a time.
At your age, you might need to do whole life. That took you way too long. You were like, wow, good point.
Yes.
Let's use the example that he's texting us
You're
about. He's
so
got 6
annoying.
kids, a stay-at-home wife. Maybe you get some permanent insurance. You get a block of permanent insurance,
Yeah.
but you really need a lot more, but you don't want to pay for it or you can't pay for it.
Yeah.
So you use term insurance to round out that number.
I like that.
And then what you do is you set the term so that it's dropping off as kids are leaving the house.
Okay.
Right? Because
You're so smart.
you're kicking them out. The
Why do you
bird's
keep saying
got to
that?
leave the nest.
He's not? Am I sweating him too much? Is it
Yeah.
bad?
I don't know.
You know why you're mad? Because I don't talk to you like that. He's supposed to be smart. That's why we have him here. Duh.
Brian, I'm supposed to be smart,
Oh my God.
good looking, debonair, and in shape. Just
That
like
was
Len said I
super
was.
smart.
Gosh darn it, people like me.
Whatever. So Janet wants you to do something, and she's hashtag Team Brian. She said, Brian, I'm glad you're here. Say it, Brian. I'm glad you're here, Jannelle. And then she said, speak it slowly. Go ahead. And she signed up for Renew, so she really deserves to hear this.
Say it, Brian. I'm glad you are here, Jannelle. Speak it slowly. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
There was a Saturday Night Live character, and
Stuart Smalley. Are you talking about?
Yes, right.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
Sagaris is here. Sagaris.
Sagaris.
Is that how you say it in Portuguese?
I don't know.
Okay.
You can't understand him when he talks anyway.
Dave's whiter than I am.
So he's saying, David, should I buy my father-in-law's house? Is that an inside joke?
Is that it? I don't get it.
His father-in-law is selling his house, and it's. I knew that the house would sell quickly, because the housing market is super hot right now,
Yeah.
especially like under 250.
Crazy.
Houses will not stay on the market. If you're looking for a house that's $150,000, you better have cash in hand when you go look, because you're gonna have to buy it that day.
Yeah.
And his father-in-law Gary had 2 offers on their house on like day 2. Now both of them kind of fell through, but they got another offer. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna buy it, Sagres, now is the time.
Len, do you want to say hi to David? He's like one of your 3 fans.
Sup, Dave?
So, gotta.
Adrian says, she's hashtag Team Jannelle. She says, true, Jannelle. Our term expired, and term for over 60 is super expensive. Grateful that we had small whole life policies too.
It's odd that you would say that, because I was just looking at term insurance for a 60-year-old a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Prices have come way down. So what I want you to do,
Take notes,
Is-
Jannelle.
You look
What-
about.
don't just go to one person and say, what do you have? Go to somebody who could show you 20 companies. And there are some companies that I will not use, because I think they do what I would consider to be a bait and switch, where they offer you one thing, and then they say, 4 years ago you had a pimple. We can't, it's going to be way more expensive. And so I don't like to, and I'm not going to name them, but there's one company that even when they show up as the lowest price, I tell people, we can't use them.
Anybody you would be willing to recommend? Maybe top 3?
Well, there's a lot of great. It really depends on the insurance company, your age, and your health at the time, because sometimes they're looking for a certain age. They don't
Okay.
have enough risk in that area, so they want to aim to that. So they'll underprice, and so it pays to be looking constantly
Yeah.
at a lot of companies.
Is it true that we
Yes.
should every year shop for home insurance, car insurance? I don't have cable, but move that around. Is that really?
Well, every year would be a little excessive. I think.
My car insurance company called and said, hey, by the way, we could actually save you money in your policies if you do these and such changes.
Yeah.
This is great.
A lot of car insurance companies are giving people rebates because you're just not driving as much.
Yeah. We
Because
got one
there's
of
this
those.
Chinese Wuhan
But
virus.
Len's like something's behind this. He didn't trust that check.
Len always says that.
He's like, yo, ain't nobody giving out money.
I'll tell you what.
For real?
I have this simpatico
Simpático.
with Len, because I envision my family, think of like a fort, okay? Like a medieval fort with a gate around it and a moat, and there's towers. And I would always tell my family, before anybody comes in that gate, they're going to pass by the sniper tower.
That's right.
And I am the sniper. And anybody who comes in here, they're a wolf until they prove
You
otherwise.
say it like Jannelle.
Yeah, that's the way you say it.
Yeah,
Wolf.
they're a wolf until
That's
they prove
right.
otherwise.
Told you that's how
There's
they say it.
just way too much at stake. My family never really got this. I don't know if they still do. They're always like, "Oh, Dad, you just." No, that's my job.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's who I am. And by the way, if somebody walks by and they obviously need to be sniped, they're getting sniped.
Yeah. That's how Len is, and it sounds very paranoid, but it's like he said he's protecting. He doesn't want any blinds open, any curtains open. He's like, people
Doors locked. The
watching.
doors better be
He will
locked.
stay up till midnight. Yeah, that's
Hey, you two, say it again. We're doing a close-up. Look at the camera.
Go ahead.
What are those animals with lots of hair? They look like dogs and they're outside?
A wolf. What do you call it?
What sound does a dog make?
I'm not saying that.
What?
You won't do it?
You know
Look
what
at the
it sounds
camera.
like when you say that? It sounds like a person pronouncing the L when they say salmon.
Woof.
No, it's wolf.
It's not the word, guys.
Wolf.
Yes, it is.
How do you say it?
Wolf.
Wolf. So
It's
weird.
like it hurts your throat.
That's how you spell it.
So they'll say salmon.
Well, but see, it's different.
See? ¿Viste?
It's different.
No, same thing.
In English, we have silent letters, Jannelle.
Exactly, wolf.
Is it almond or almond?
Almond.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's orange.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Exactly.
Can I have an orange?
David says hashtag Team Brian.
That's such a sweet. You know how like you say it's a line. It's
Wow,
romantic.
wow, that's what a dog
Can I have an
says.
orange?
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow. Yeah, right.
Whatever. Hello to YouTube people. You guys are awesome. And many people have been subscribing. And if you're not, what's up? Go to Brian and Jannelle on YouTube.
On YouTube, so you go to YouTube, you open YouTube on your device,
Yeah.
and you type in Brian and Jannelle and you subscribe.
That's
Jannelle
right.
might give you an orange when you're
And
done.
can one of you two volunteer and do that whole...
Right.
Can you do that whole thing that YouTube stars do and like they talk about subscribe and blow that button, do all that stuff that people do?
We're going viral.
Come on, really imitate them. You're good at imitating.
Hit right here, kids. Hit subscribe right here. Get your merch. You get your merch when
I
you
like it.
subscribe. And then we'll send the wolves to get you.
Wow, your people are not behaving today. David said Janelle's right. It's almond.
It's not almond.
Janet says,
almond.
Brian, look at the camera. Say the following. Jannelle, I appreciate you, and I'm thankful you and I are on
Okay,
the
here I go,
program
here I go.
together.
Look at the camera and say the following. There it is.
If you did it like Stuart Smalley,
Damaris, go to YouTube, Damaris. Yes, she's excited. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
he should do it like Stuart Smalley. I'm important enough.
Aww.
I'm good enough.
Did you get the joke though? Say it's like when the kids say, "Hey, Dad, I'm hungry." You go, "Hey, hungry." They say, "Brian, say the following."
The following.
That's bad when you have to explain your jokes.
Yeah.
Serene says, "Good morning, family.
He does a lot of splaining.
Yes. I listen, but haven't been able to contact you for a while. We love you, Serene." And I'm like TV famous now, so it's like YouTube.
I believe it.
No, she's going to be on TV tonight.
I saw that.
You
Yeah,
did?
I did. Well, I saw it on Facebook yesterday.
My boys will make you very proud. They were interviewed, and
Especially
I was
Elijah's
nervous.
comment about his teacher.
Elijah made it, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know." No, I know it's concerning. And then he
Oh.
did.
What did
Yeah.
he say?
They were like, "So kids in high school, they got like favorite teachers and teachers they don't like, but they get to switch around. You don't. How's your teacher doing?" He's like, "Well, my mom is my favorite teacher and my least favorite teacher all in one." I was like,
That's what Dave
"No."
would've said.
Oh.
Did you see my mother just confirmed I'm right in my pronunciations? Did you see this?
Your
Oh,
mother?
your mom did. Oh, big
Yeah.
surprise.
Were you talking
there.
about my
She
mom?
just said
Your
you got
mom.
it from her.
I'll take your mom out right now.
You got it from her.
She's married. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Deborah,
She probably talks wrong too because she taught you how to talk.
No.
David, it's Channel 5 in Cleveland, and it is at 5 p.m. I'm going to share the link because if you're not in Cleveland, you can watch it online. The boys answered, Elijah especially, answered the question that everyone has about homeschoolers, and that's
What's wrong with it?
socialization. Like, is it hard to make friends and all that?
What were you thinking? Why
I-
can't you get along with others at school?
Right. So they'll answer that one, socializations, and to hear it from a teen homeschooler, and Elijah is honest. So, Elijah,
Were
doesn't
they
he concern
blinking
you?
like SOS or something during the
during the interview.
Janice says, Jannelle, he won't say it because he knows it's true and he will get too emotional.
He'll cry.
These are your people. Your people.
We're about to have a constitutional convention in Team Brian, and we might have to vote Janet off the island here.
Janet, you're out.
Oh my goodness.
And
Janet-
then there were two.
Janet might be a counter spy. You know, she says she's on your team, but she's really working for Jannelle's team. I think this is the old switcheroo.
Look at that, Patricia.
It
Thank
is.
you. I
She's
am
a
all
spy.
about Cleveland. I'm not from the East Coast. She said it's a Cleveland thing
it's
to
not.
say orange and dollar.
No, it's
Dollar.
not.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
I'm all about Cleveland.
She's
What's
from
up,
the
my
East
people?
Coast. Fact check. False.
David,
Rhode Island or something,
David
right?
says he'll be watching today. I think your people are turning into hashtag Team Jannelle.
It must be
Janet
the water.
says, Jannelle, I love you. Oh my
She's a
goodness.
double
Double
agent.
agent. Yeah,
She's a
double
double
agent.
agent. Wow.
Janella.
How dare you?
Love you, Danella.
She's
You're
probably
awesome.
some kind of bot from Russia.
Yes!
You're a Russian bot.
A Russian bot. You're not even real.
We will name her Janet.
Mike says,
Janet is a good American name.
Mike says in Western New York they say use
I
guys.
will clash you.
Use guys instead of y'all. In the East Coast we would say use. Isn't that weird?
Wrong? Correct.
Like
That's
instead of
wrong.
y'all we would say use. What are yous doing? Isn't that that's so I never like that.
That's good proper English.
Use.
Use guys.
There's actually a couple of colleges now that are not going to teach proper English anymore. Because they don't
Janet
want to
says,
people.
thank you, Janet. I think you should be president of his team. She says, I state truth no matter what team.
Can
Thank
you rename Janet?
Thank
Janet,
you.
will now be called Yuri.
Thank you. And Pamela says, Brian, you're loved too.
No, but I mean, Janet, I think you need to reread your bylaws at Team Brian. I don't remember I say the truth no matter what. I don't remember that as part of.
You mean Yuri?
You say
right.
that all the
You're
time.
right.
You like, I value truth. So she's doing what you asked her to do.
Okay, Yuri.
These Russians are so sneaky. First they try and steal elections. Now they're doing bots on you.
Yeah, I know. It's
Wow.
tough.
Oh, Sagaris is on your team. Cool.
Yeah.
What about
Pamela
my team?
says, Brian, you're loved too. Can we get some hashtag Team Armando people? We know you're out there. David says, hashtag Team Brian. Aren't we supposed to love all people? Wow!
David.
Oh my goodness.
You remember, is it hashtag Team David that sets the rules? No, I feel like it's hashtag Team Brian.
Wow.
So I'm also then, therefore, just like Len and his household, I'm allowed to change the rules whenever I want.
whenever you want
It's
to.
my team.
Without notice, at will, and you will be subject to the rules
Janet
you
says-
knew nothing about.
This is not your day. Janet says, Brian, you're the king of truth. And
Well,
that's
that's
the
true.
same person that said,
Yuri.
the show is better since I'm here. Because,
well,
thank you.
I
Same
do
person.
allow flawed people in my team from Russia.
If they're really people, she might just be a computer. We don't even know.
We don't know.
Yuri.
Mike and Sagara says, hashtag Team Armando.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
I'm
y'all.
already ahead of Brian.
I appreciate hashtag Team Brian's people more and more. You guys are awesome.
And by the way, don't forget.
Today's presentation for you, whatever this was, it's from Scranton Road Promotional Marketing, your division of Scranton Road Ministries. They got the swag for your company. See? Thanks to them for this and for sponsoring this. Invest in the city. Go to ScrantonRoadMinistries.org or ScrantonRoadPromo.org. Also, remember today's presentation also brought to you by Jannelle's favorite new cereal, Bucket O' Sand.
Oh, whatever. Guys, ladies, register to renew. There's only 500 seats, and many of them are gone. 500 seats, many gone. So here's the link. Look below.
In case you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, Jannelle's favorite treat, Bucket of Sand.
It is walnuts.
Bucket of Sand. Coming to a breakfast cereal aisle near you.
Oh, my goodness.
And you like watch her go,
Oh, my goodness.
great.
YouTube
like
people,
that.
we see you, YouTube. Go subscribe right now. Hit below. It's not that hard. Hit the button. Subscribe.
bossy.
I am bossy. But I
More
think
people
my
on your
team
team.
appreciates the leadership. Thank you.
That's what bossy
Vicky
people
says
call it.
Mr. America.
Leadership.
Hashtag Mr. America. That's definitely
That
Dave.
doesn't
There you
look
go.